Oranges are one of the most celebrated fruits in the Mediterranean. During the long citrus season, bowls of fresh fruit like these are always on the table within easy reach for a quick snack. But to really celebrate the season, it's nice to have a light almond cake on hand, decorated with beautiful Mediterranean colors and flavors like oranges and pomegranates. So let's get started. Let's lightly spray the inside of a 9-inch springform pan, line the bottom with parchment paper, and spray again to make sure the cake doesn't stick. To prepare the batter, we're going to start by processing an entire seedless orange, skin and all, until it's ground up nice and smooth into a slurry. The texture should be pretty fine, so you're going to want to use a food processor to make sure it turns out like this. Next, crack 4 whole eggs into a bowl, add 1 cup of sugar, and then using your hand mixer or a stand mixer, blend it for about 6 to 7 minutes until it's nice and fluffy, creamy, and a light yellow. Add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of finely minced blanched almonds, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And now let's mix it all together until it's really nice and smooth. Now it's time to add some ingredients that will really give it a depth of flavor. 1/3 cup of plain yogurt, 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. I'm using Arbequina because it's nice and mild, and 1 teaspoon of almond extract to really give the almond flavor a boost. Now blend it all together until it's pretty smooth and add it to the batter. Once we've mixed it up into a nice smooth batter, it's time to pour it in the pan. And now it's ready to go into that 350-degree oven for 50 to 60 minutes. While the cake is baking, let's prepare the finishing touches. Slice up 2 oranges into rounds, and then trim the rinds off using a scissors to get them nice and smooth and round. Next, let's take the seeds out of a pomegranate. It's pretty simple. Using a paring knife, make a deep cut around the top of the fruit and pop off the top. Loosen the core with the tip of the knife. Next, score the outside along the same lines as the segments you can see. Now, remove the core, and using your hands, you'll see that it's really easy to break open the pomegranate along those lines. Just gently remove all the seeds from the pith and the skin, and you're done. Ha! And so is the cake. So let's remove it from the oven and test it with a tester to make sure it's ready. And it is, nice and clean. As soon as it's cooled a bit, we'll run a little spatula around the outside edges to make sure they're nice and loose before we pop off the top of the springform pan. It's perfect and ready to decorate with powdered sugar with a nice even coating all around the top. Then gently place all of your orange rounds in a pretty pattern. And finally, we're going to add that beautiful color and flavor and crunch of pomegranate seeds sprinkled all over the top, and finish it off with a drizzle of orange blossom honey. If you enjoyed this citrusy dessert, click on this playlist to explore all kinds of other healthy, sweet treats of the Mediterranean.